Hello and welcome to my channel, On The Hook Crochet, where we talk about wearable crochet style. And lately we've been talking about some other things as well. But today I want to talk about some new projects that I have on the hook and some that I have finished. As you can see, I finished my Open Weave Cardigan and I'm just real excited about this. It's so comfortable. I really like it. And I plan to make another one of these in a more neutral color, but I had some Lion Brand Pound of Love, 1,000 yards of this color, and I thought, you know, that would be a good color to start out with to make a prototype. So I'll stand up in a minute and I will model this for you, but right now I want to greet all of my new viewers that I have. Lots of people have subscribed, and thank you so very much for coming back if you have been with me for a long time as well. I thank you for my returning viewers. Y'all are the best viewers in all of YouTube, and I appreciate all your wonderful comments that you leave me at the bottom of my videos every week. Some people watch me every single week, which I appreciate so very much. And hello to all of you and all of my new subscribers as well. Well, I hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful week. This is the end of the week for me. It's a Friday, so I hope you've had a wonderful week. It's been beautiful weather here, a little bit cool, so I've had the feeling that I need to make something warm, and we'll talk about that in just a second. But I did get an email from Kim, who said that she had made my Outlander Cow, and I'll show you the pattern here. I introduced this last week, the Outlander Cow, and I made this from Lion Brand. The yarn I used was Wool-Ease to make my cowl, and it's very close to what is in the series. I don't know if you've seen this. This is the girl that wears it. Her name's Claire, and that's the one that I was trying to copy. This is, of course, knitted, more than likely, but mine is crocheted, and that's what it looks like right there. So it's very similar to it. I think I hit the nail on the head with that. And that pattern also comes with the Around Town Cow. I made this from Lion Brand Heartland wool, or not wool, but it's Heartland yarn, and very, very nice yarn to work with. And both of these patterns are included in the Outlander Cow. So if you click that, then you get two patterns for the price of one. Kim sent me a picture, and I'm going to put it right here next to me and show it to you. She made the Outlander Cow from some Red Heart Dreamy yarn, and I went on web and looked for the Red Heart Dreamy yarn. It doesn't exist anymore. It's been discontinued. As what happens to a lot of the yarns that I use, they become discontinued in no time, and you turn around and you try to tell people which yarn you used and it's not available. But it looks like a very, very soft yarn, and she says it's real squishy and soft, and I'm guessing that you could use a Red Heart soft yarn. I think it's a soft yarn, and there's also another one that's a brushed yarn, and that looks like maybe something you could use as well. But hers was a size 5. The brushed yarn is a size 4, but I'm sure you could make one out of that. Not a problem at all. So you just use the yarn that fits best and the hook that fits best for you. There are no stitch counts on that at all. I don't ever put stitch counts on my patterns because I make them to measure, and the same way with the cowl, you measure and then you chain up for that measurement. So depending on the yarn that you want to use and the hook you want to use, that makes the cowl look perfect for you. So just know that all my patterns are basically like they're all size inclusive, and if you get one, you can make it to your size or your friend's size, your mother's size, your sister's size, anybody's size, and it will fit you right the first time. So that's how they're designed. I love the way I've designed my patterns because I've been so unsuccessful crocheting sweaters that never fit me, and I made them to the size I thought I was going to be, and they just don't fit. You know, they're either too long, too short, too long. Those sleeves are too long, too short. So I basically quit making other people's patterns that had stitch counts, and I make my own. So if you want to try one of those, you can go to my Etsy shop, and I'll put a link down in the description box for that, and you can find my Etsy shop there. And speaking of my Etsy shop, that is how I support my channel. I appreciate everyone who's been there and purchased things, lots and lots of people. I also have merch there. I have, let me find them here. I have project bags like the one you see right back there, project bags in different sizes and different designs. I have a couple of mugs. I also have a book that you can buy. It's got a beautiful design on the front with On The Hook Crochet, and it's where you can put some ideas for patterns and notes for yourself. Very, very pretty, and it's pretty to look at, and I like things that are pretty to look at. So I don't run ads during the middle of my videos. I don't like that, so I don't do that. I use my Etsy shop to support my channel, to buy yarn, and to buy equipment and things like that. So that's how I support my channels. Just wanted you to know that. If you're a new viewer, you should know that right up front, that I don't run ads during my videos. As you know, I love new shiny things, and every week I feel like I need to get something new on my hook to keep life interesting, and I do that a lot. I really do. Just about every week I try something new, and this week I have 2 new things on my hook, and also have finished this item. So let me stand up and I'll show you my new Open Weave Cardigan. This is my new Open Weave Cardigan. The pattern will be released sometime this week, and if you're in the community, you will get a notice of that pattern and also an offer code that you can use on all the patterns in my shop. So be looking for that. And if you're not a member of the community, go down in the description box and click that link. It's free to join, and you get a free pattern when you join as well. So be sure to do that so you'll get the notice of my new pattern. Now, this is the Open Weave Cardigan. It is made with a size 4 yarn, a J hook, very easy to make, not difficult, and I'm writing the pattern right now, so it will fit anybody at any time. You know, if any yarn basically and any hook, whatever you want to use, it's up to you, and it's made by measurements only, so it's very easy to use my patterns, and this will be one just like it. Easy to use, easy to crochet, and good for a nice gift for a crochet-worthy friend or family member. They have to be crochet-worthy now, which means that they have to appreciate the time that you put in to the article, whether it be an Afghan or a sweater or a cowl or a hat or anything like that. Make sure they're crochet-worthy before you spend time making a beautiful item, a handmade item for somebody. Now, this is my Open Weave Cardi, and I'll turn around and show you the back. I made this quite a bit longer than I usually make my items, but for coverage, I just went ahead and did this. But it's at the bottom of my hip here, and so on the front, it's open, and I don't have it crocheted so that it will stay closed. It was really designed to just fall straight down, but you can make yours different. You can do anything you want to with it. I used a very wide band around the neck and front. I used a wide band around the shoulder, around the sleeves, and you can make the sleeves as long as you want or as short as you want. It doesn't matter. You can do it any way you want. And today I'm wearing this with a white turtleneck knit shirt, because it's cold outside, and a pair of navy blue dress pants and some brown deck shoes. And I'm ready to go out and have some lunch or just run around and do some errands today. And I'm going to take my diamond painting to the framers, and I'll show you about that here in just a moment. But this is my Open Weave Cardi. I hope you love it. Now, speaking of finished objects, I'm going to lean over and you can see my Afghan behind me. I've got it draped over my chair. I just released a video about the final review of this Afghan. It's by Annie's Kit Club, and they were collaborating with me and sent me all the kits to make this beautiful Afghan. And lean over this way, you can see the stitches, different rows. It is quite beautiful, and it's nice and large. It'll be really nice this winter when I cuddle up with it when it gets cold, and I'm looking forward to using this Afghan. But then I'm going to drape it over the back of one of my living room chairs because it's so gorgeous. And that's where my Holiday Spice Afghan is that I made in collaboration with Annie's last year. It's so gorgeous. Both Afghans are just eye candy. They're just gorgeous. And a lot of people have come in and said, what are those? What is going on? Usually Afghans are very plain, but these were very ornate. Not difficult to make the striped Afghan. The other Afghan, the Holiday Spice, is a little bit more for an advanced beginner or an intermediate or advanced crocheter. But this one could be done by, this one can be done by a beginner. There are videos for every step. You don't have to worry about, I can't figure out how to do this. You just watch the video and they're excellent. They're actually done by the designer. So she knows what she wants you to do, and she's very good about explaining it. So thank you, Annie's, for that wonderful collaboration. I'm all finished, and I released the video yesterday. You can go out and take a look at it if you're interested. It's only a few minutes long, and I talk about it quite a bit, and I just wanted y'all to see that if you haven't taken a look at it yet. Speaking of new items, I wasn't really, but speaking of new items, I am working on a knit project. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll know that I have started a knitted scarf, and I was inspired really by JUAN the Yarn Addict. He's a crocheter from way back, but he's also trying a little bit of knitting, and I totally get that. It's fun. I've done it before. I'm not a total beginner, but if you saw this scarf, you would say, Jeannie, you're just such a beginner. And I am. I'm a beginner. I went to Fiber Spider's channel, and he had a shawl that was real easy for beginning knitters, and I clicked on that, and I thought, I can do that. So I grabbed some yarn. This is a gorgeous yarn. This is from Knit Crate. It's been caked up in my stash for a couple of 3 years, a long time, and it's so beautiful. Look at that. Oh, the colors are just gorgeous, and I can wear this with jeans or dark blue pants, tan pants, a black skirt, any of that we can wear with that. And what it is, if you've been a member of Knit Crate at all, you may have gotten some of this yarn. This is a worsted Malabrigo yarn. There's the tag that was on it. It's 210 yards, and it's size 4, of course. And here's the color, Mountain View 087, and that's not available anymore. But if you're a Knit Crate lover, then you might have some of this in your stash. You never know. But I started my scarf, and I felt like I did pretty well at first, but there's some egregious mistakes in here. Egregious. Like there's a big hole right in the middle. Look at that. I can stick my finger through it. However, I think I dropped a stitch there or something. I'd love to know how to fix that. So I'll probably research that and maybe try to fix it, or I can just take a needle and some of this yarn and pull the stitches together. I can do that, and I will be wearing this because it's taken me a long time to knit it. But as you can see, it has little holes along the edge. There are 3 rows of knit, and then you yarn over, and then you keep going, and that way you put a little hole down in there, and I guess whenever this is blocked, I'll stretch that out, and you can see those. Let me turn it a little bit this way. Let's turn it this way, and you can see the little holes along there. But there's another mistake right there. I'm not embarrassed though. You know what? Because I've worked hard on this thing. It's pretty big. I'll hold this up so you can see how big it is. Stretch it out. I've gotten that far on it. See that big hole in the middle? I can't help but laugh when I see that. I'm going to wear this anyway because I've put in a lot of time on this. My stitches are pretty good. I know they're not perfect or anything, but I'm pleased with how they look. But the 2 big holes in here, I've got another hole too, are a little disconcerting, but that's okay. I'm good with that. Not a problem. And what I did was I found these knitting needles that I ordered a long time ago when I was so gung-ho about learning to knit. And this is what they look like. I have little stoppers on the end because I'm terrified of losing the stitches off the end of my needle. So I put these stoppers on when I'm not knitting with them. But it has this long red cord, and I learned how to put all that together. But these are called Gogh, I believe. This is a Gogh set that I bought a long time ago. It was very expensive, but you know, I thought, well, I just want the very best that's out there, and I heard that these were really good. This goes from a size 9 all the way, it goes from a size 2 all the way to a size 15. So there are lots of needles in here. I don't even know where these are. They've disappeared. I think I have them in a knitting box over there somewhere. I probably tried something and didn't work, but this is what I bought. I think I bought it from Amazon or something, and it has lots of little accessories with it. It's really nice, but the needles are very slick, and I'm guessing that's a good thing for an experienced knitter, but not for a beginning knitter. So I think that's probably how I lost some of those stitches. The needles are really, really slick. They're slick. So I might try some wooden needles next time. I don't know. I'll have to see if I can find some. If you have a suggestion for me, put it down in the comments. If you don't mind, tell me what kind of knitting needle to use. I do like to have the cord. So if I could find something that would either fit on these cords or comes with a cord, that would be great as well. Maybe, I don't know, just something that sticks a little better to the yarn so they don't slide off the end of the needle. But that's my newest foray into knitting. I knit about 2 or 3 rows a day now. I'm not going, the first day I knit probably 15 rows, and I was so excited because it actually looked good, and then I was watching TV and I think I dropped a couple of stitches. So enough about the knitting. I'm not going to dwell on that because this is a crochet channel, but every now and then I throw in a different craft. And speaking of that, I throw in diamond painting, and I finished a diamond painting and I've started a new one. So let's take a look at that. Here we are in my craft room downstairs. There's the door, and I come in the door and I have all kinds of things in here. I'm trying to stay nice and neat. There's a little bit of yarn up there. There's some yarn up here and some polyfill. And over here is my sewing station where I do occasional sewing, not all the time, but occasional. And some artwork that I have on the walls that I have actually done. Sorry about that camera work. Right there is a piece. I did that many years ago. Here's a bookcase with all of my books, some paints, and my ModPodge there that I'll get here in just a second. And then here's a cross stitch frame that I bought. I've never used. I may have to give that away. Here's a painting that I did long ago of the beach scene there. That's all done in acrylics, of course. And then I did another one in acrylics here in a class that I took. Really loved that. That was so nice. I think it was at Hobby Lobby, if I'm not mistaken. And then here is a Bob Ross painting that I did long ago. I just copied one of his, and I just had a great time doing that. So that's a little tiny tour of my craft room. But right now, I want to show you my newest diamond painting that I have actually finished. I've been talking about this for many weeks. And here are the people in the bottom. This is the Starry Night Over the Rhone by Van Gogh. Such a gorgeous, gorgeous painting with all the different colors of blue in there and the stars that are reflecting down onto the river right here, which is the River Rhone. It runs, I think, through Paris. I know it's in France somewhere. And then, of course, is the side of the river here, the river bank. Just gorgeous, just really, really pretty. And I enjoyed doing this. It was a little more time consuming than I thought it would be. It took 45 hours to do this. I keep my time every night. So about 45 hours to finish it from start to finish. And I just wanted to show you this before I seal it. And to seal it, I use ModPodge, which is, I've shown this to you before. Let me get it out here. This is what it looks like. It's from JUAN's. You can also get it on Amazon. ModPodge, Super Gloss. And it just puts a really nice finish on your diamond paintings so that you can run your hand across them and not disturb the diamonds that are on there, the little pieces of resin. And this is the brush that I use to put it on with. So I will get started. I'm almost finished sealing my painting. But I'm way up here right now. I'm going to seal this last little piece up here. And what I do before I finish is right here. You can see I have a little bit too much sealer. So I'll just go over that. I go over the whole painting actually to make sure that I haven't any streaks on here. Although, you know, even if I had a streak, I don't think it would show up because this ModPodge dries very, very clear. And my brush is so stiff from using it too much, I think. No, it's not very flexible, but it works just fine. So I go over it like this to make sure that I haven't left any streaks. And usually a diamond shape like this, you know how you do when you paint a wall, you go back over it like that to be sure there are no streaks, you know, left and right streaks. That way it's not obvious, but I've never really seen a streak show up, so I don't really have to do this, but I do usually go over it to be sure that I have not left any spots unsealed. And sometimes the corners are like that, so I make sure I go right over those. And I've already done these over here, so I'm not too worried about that. These are already starting to dry. So I'll leave this here for about 2 days on my craft table and just let it dry on its own. And then I will come back down, roll it up, and I will take it to the framers. Now, again, I need to mention this, but this was given to me by CraftEase. There's their logo right there, CraftEase. They're a great company, and I'll put a link down in the description box, a link that you can use to receive a discount on a diamond painting that you might like to have. I have another diamond painting now that I want to show you that I'm going to start on here tonight. This is what I'm wearing today when I am down here in my craft room and I'm sealing my diamond painting. It's cold down here because we don't run the heat very much in our basement. So I'm wearing just a knit shirt, but I'm wearing my Parisian scarf. This keeps my neck warm when I have on a V-neck shirt or something like that. And it's just a little tiny scarf right here. You can see it. I made this from a luxury yarn, and it took me a half of a skein, maybe not even that much, to make this. Is a number 2 yarn, and it's a beautiful, soft knit crepe yarn in a red color, and I just love the color of this scarf. I wear it all the time in the winter just to keep my neck warm, and it's so soft it doesn't scratch or anything. So I wanted to show you what I was wearing today. Very quickly, I will show you the newest, most beautiful diamond painting. Now, this is an AI painting. This is not painted by an artist. It's designed by an artist, I would guess, because it is beautifully balanced. Everything is really super nice. The colors are vibrant. Look at this. I can't wait to get started on this. But as you can see, there's a lot of color blocking in there, a lot of the same symbols next to each other. So this should take less time than some of the others that were painted by the masters like Van Gogh and Monet, those. I've already got this set up right here with all the colors. All I did was lay them out by numbers, and so they're all ready to go. Look at the beautiful colors in this diamond painting. So I'm excited to get started on this, and I'll probably pull the plastic off and use my release papers, which are like this. Let me show you these. My release papers, and I will just place them onto the diamond painting, and then I'll pull them off as I paint through the design. So that's my newest diamond painting, and frankly I don't know the name of it, but I'll look it up, see if I can find it for next week. So that's my newest project from CraftEase. Thank you, CraftEase, for collaborating with me on this project. I hope you enjoyed that little foray into my diamond painting. And I also took you on a little tour of the craft room downstairs. It's like an auxiliary room to my studio here. And I store some things down there. I have a sewing machine and all that. I showed that to you in the video. All right, so moving right along. A new shiny thing that I started this week is the Autumn Aspirations Cow, and this is JUAN the yarn addict. He's designed this beautiful Afghan, and I decided to make it in more than this one color, which is what he's doing on his videos. He's doing a video every week, I believe, and so I saw the first video and worked my way through it, and I'm using the colors that I used in the Holiday Spice Afghan. I have a lot of yarn left over from that Afghan. Annie's is very generous with their yarn. They send you way more than you need. And so I had a lot of yarn left over in addition to this package. I didn't even have to open it, but I had a lot of yarn left over, and I saved it in that project bag right there. You can see it with the cardinals on it. I saved it in the bottom, and then on the top of that I saved more yarn from this striped Afghan that I just finished. I saved it all, and I'm going to make an Afghan out of it, and I may make a Boggy Creek Afghan later on. So this is what mine looks like. It's all different colors, and I actually did an Instagram post about this, and I showed some close-up views of the colors, and I just really love Premier yarn. It's the anti-pilling worsted weight yarn, and I'm making this with a J hook. Beautiful, beautiful design wand, very nice design, and I'm real thrilled with it. I can't wait to keep going on this. As you notice, I've got a little bit of an orange streak right here, and I added that to the Holiday Spice colors, which are these colors right here. I added some orange there to get it into the fall mode, and I think it looks okay. It's a little bit different. I have some more of that orange yarn, and I will use that later in the Afghan. I can't wait for the next cow to come out. Those work for me, like this Annie's Afghan. When I get a kit in the mail every month, I immediately take care of it, and then I don't have to think about it the rest of the month, and my Afghan grows, grows, and grows. If I'm just given an Afghan and say, here, make this Afghan in a big kit, I don't ever do it. I have to have little pieces, and so that's what I'm hoping this cow will be. Little pieces of the Afghan, and great videos. Juan, very nice video, very concise. He doesn't go through every single stitch, how to yarn over and all that. There's no need for that if you're a crocheter that's been crocheting at all. I think you know how to do a double crochet, a single crochet, and all that. And I appreciate that, because that just takes a lot of time to sit there and wait while somebody shows a beginner that's never crocheted how to crochet. So I'm glad it's a step above that. It's a little bit easier for us more advanced crocheters. And I don't mean advanced, but I mean farther along than just someone learning the steps to begin with, the stitches. So that's the Autumn Aspirations cow. And I'll put a link to this video down in the description box. You can find Juan there, and he's has a great channel, great crochet channel. Appreciate him shouting out my Boggy Creek Afghans this week. I made 5 Afghans and sent them over to Juan. And when you watch this video, I'll put another video of his down there as well, where he showed some Boggy Creek Afghans, and he explains all about the Boggy Creek charity program and all that he's doing for it, and the other ladies who are working with him as well, and they're doing a good job as well. They showed some of their Afghans on this video, and I was just real thrilled that he took the time to show mine. And I wanted to say this one thing, and my mother always told me, when you crochet an item for someone, whether it's a hat or an Afghan or a sweater or whatever, if you crochet an Afghan for these Boggy Creek children, every inch of that yarn goes through your hands, and you're thinking about what child is going to get this blanket. That's the way I was anyway. I was just really overcome by the love that I was trying to put into that Afghan, and so that the child could feel the love when they covered up with it. So that's my philosophy, and my mother's as well. I think it's good to make things for people because they feel the love when they wear the item or cover up with it or wear it on their head or whatever it is. They feel the love that you have placed in that Afghan, because if you crochet a 1,000-yard Afghan, that's 10 football fields of yarn that you have put into that Afghan, that you have touched and has run through your fingers. So just think about that. One more work in progress. This is the Penelope Pullover, and this will be a pattern as well. I'm kind of excited about this because I bought this wonderful yarn from Knit Picks, and in the past, I've bought a lot of yarn from them, but I haven't recently. But I found this color on a Pinterest sweater, and I just really loved it. This is Hawthorne DK Weight Knit Picks yarn, and it's called Cattail Kettle, and there's the tag that's on it. Cattail Kettle. They're 225 yards on a hank, and this is what it looks like. It's a beautiful chartreuse and yellow. Beautiful yarn. It's so squishy and soft. Really like it. And I have finished the front of the pullover, and this is what it looks like. It looks like that. And I've done decreasing under the arms. I've done decreasing along the neckline, so it will fit you just right. And of course, you don't need stitch counts here. I don't do that. But look at the beautiful yarn and how it came out as a crochet item. Look at this. It's just beautiful, the tonals in there. Really, really pretty. And I've finished the front, and I'm working on the back. This is the back. Whoops, it's upside down. This is the back, And I've done a little bit of decreasing here, but only on one row. And so that'll bring the armhole in just a little bit so that your sleeve will fit very beautifully. And I plan to put long sleeves in this because it's a winter sweater. So I've done this much on the back. I only have a few more rows left, right about this many, right from there to there. And then I'll be finished with the back. And I can put the sweater together and then create the sleeves to go in, and I'll be all done. And I will write the pattern for this. This is Penelope's Pullover, or Penelope Pullover. And this will be a new pattern for me. I really like it. And I've also put ridges in here. And I'll show you how to make those. Not a problem. I'll show you how to do that in the pattern. So there again, my newest whip. And of course, this is a new whip as well. And that'll be ongoing with Juan's channel. So Juan, very good job. Appreciate you and your channel. You're a very busy guy and do a lot of videos. So I appreciate it when you shout me out. That's really great. Let's talk about giveaways now. I introduced these last week. And this is 12 donuts of fashion summer print from Ice Yarns, and it's such a pretty color. I love those blues in there. A lot of y'all like that as well. And the keyword there was Rico, and those are 12 donuts. So there's a lot of yardage on that. So that will go to one person who wrote the word Rico in their comment. And then I had some tape yarn that I have from Lion Brand. This is Lion Brand Rewind tape yarn, and 2 different colors here. Quite a bit of 2 different colors. So whoever wins that had to put the word Lion in their comment, and they will be in the running for that. And then last but not least is the Christmas magazine for cross stitchers. And if you know somebody that cross stitches or would like to do this on your own, this is a great magazine. It's nice and thick. There are 98 pages in here of beautiful patterns for cross stitchers. So that will go to someone that used the word cross in their comment. So let's turn the camera to the computer and find out who wins these 3 gifts. Okay, here we are at the computer, and the address for my video is right there. And scroll down. I actually put the word cross already in here so I could keep going pretty quickly. And let's get the comments for that particular word. And let's go over here. And I have a new wheel here. I'm just going to try this. It's lots of colors here. And we'll see how it goes. So let's see who wins the Christmas Cross Stitch Magazine. This is the Christmas Cross Stitch Magazine. There's the winner right there. And let's scroll down to see who it is. It's Kathy Randolph 7135. Kathy Randolph 7135. So you have won the Cross Stitch Magazine. Congratulations. Now let's go back up here, and we're going to change the word here to Rico. And this is the person who would win the Rico yarn from Ice Yarns. Let me type it in here. I'm kind of slow here. Let's see, Rico. All right, let's scroll down here and get the comments for that word. Scroll over here and start our raffle. Let's see who wins the Rico tape yarn from Ice Yarns. And it's just going all over the place here. Let's see. See who wins. Barbara McCleary, you have won the Rico tape yarn. It's very pretty yarn. I love the colors in there. It's kind of denim colors. Really like that. All right. Now, let's type in Lion, which will be for the Lion Brand tape yarn. And let's go down here and get our comments. And then go over here, and we're going to start the gift giving right here. There it goes. Oh, wow. All right, let's scroll down here, and it'll tell us who the winner is. Anna Pomorsky 5431. Anna Pomorsky 5431. You have won the Lion Brand tape yarn, the Rewind tape yarn. Congratulations to our winners. I appreciate each and every one of you, so be sure you enter this week for the giveaways for next week. Congratulations to our winners. Please send me an email, which is down in my description box, Jeannie at On The Hook Crochet, and send me an email. Let me know who you are, your address, and what you won. And that way I can be sure that I send the right thing to the right person. So moving right along, this is what we're giving away for next week. And these are some repeat gifts that were not claimed. And every now and then I have somebody who doesn't claim their gift, and that's okay. If you're not watching my videos, you're not going to see that you won a gift. So this is going to go out to somebody this week, I hope. This is the Halloween Cross Stitch magazine. It was not claimed by the winner, so it is going out to someone who used the word cross in their comment down below. So that will go to a person that says cross in their comment. This was not claimed either. This is a beautiful cross stitch kit that is for a newborn, it looks like, or a little child. You can use different colors to create the patterns there. As you see, there's another one down there. It's a little bit different. And then the names are all in there as well. I mean, the different letters, so you can put their name in there and also the date that they're born. And on mine that I did for my children, I put their birth weight over here and their length and their birth weights. I can remember it by looking at my cross stitch that I did for my children. So anyway, this will go out to someone who uses the word baby in their comment, the word baby. And if you cross stitch or know somebody who likes to cross stitch, you might want to enter that for them. You can enter as many gifts as you want, as many words as you want. This has also not been claimed. This is Mary Maxim Mellow Spun DK in a beautiful green. I love this green color. I'm trying to find the name of the color on here. This is called Spring Green in the Mary Maxim Mellow Spun. I think it's called Mellow Spun DK. Beautiful, beautiful yarn. Look at that. And Mary Maxim yarn is so nice. I love it. There are 4 skeins of this, and on each skein, 284 yards. That's a lot of yarn. So whoever wants this, be sure to put in your comment, put the word Mary in your comment, and you'll be entered into the gift for next week of these 4 skeins of yarn. Well, that's it for today. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate you so much. Thank you for that. Put a comment down in the description box with any of the words that I said, and you'll be in the running for that gift next week. So I hope you have a wonderful weekend and a good week next week, and join me next time to find out what's on the hook.